a different guitar.
Yeah. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah. We need more wisdom. We need more love. I'm screaming peace on my people. I'm talking one love. And positive people, we need some more of. And black-owned businesses in my neighborhood really need to talk about our condition. TV and the media is painting strange pictures. If you see a black man, get your gun because these vicious cops been killing us. Why you think it's cop killers died in the line of duty and the system is his victims? And when you hit the courtroom, you already convicted. But Trayvon and Michael Brown still ain't getting no justice in the long list of names. What you saying? They deserve it. People love our culture, but it's so hard to be urban. And all these urban legends, boy, I swear they ain't the story. Power to the people and the God be the glory. I'm talking to the people when we share our testimony. Let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Let's talk, let's talk, let's talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. How you doing? Hey, this is Major TV. Let's talk. It's myself, Major, my brother, Elder, Chawara. We're in the building. Grand Rising, Hotel, Shalom, Assalamu Alaikum, and good day to everyone that's tuning in. Thank you for all the support. We just wanted to just talk about the meaning of putting boots on the ground. A lot of times, we have good intentions. I used to always say good intentions don't amount to nothing but just thoughts going through your head or words coming out your mouth. Putting boots on the ground, in my own personal opinion, is when you really turn words into action. When you say that you want to go support or help someone, you actually go do that, especially in the movement, because it just don't have to be black people, particularly be a black person. You know what I'm saying? That's just put boots on the ground. But the situation with Jim J and what he was going through legally and how you had people come out there and just show love and support to him and got in front of the courthouse, traveling from London, what have you. What else? And actually showed to you all that they care. Just like Jim J did when he created NFAC and he went to Stone Mountain, Louisville, and Lafayette. He didn't just talk about it, he rather demonstrated what we should do to let everybody know we are not to be messed with. You can't keep doing what you was doing our forefathers and foremothers, that we're not allowing that. We understand that we can be legally owned, we can exercise our Second Amendment along with our First Amendment, right? That was putting boots on the ground. Just for example, what King Randall doing with the X-Boy organization in Georgia, actually reaching out to the kids, putting boots on the ground, right? We're not talking about demonstrating, we're talking about putting boots on the ground, like what NFAC and them have done out here this weekend in reference to feeding the people, enacting with the people, drop the charge rally. It wasn't just about Jim J. It was everyday people pulling up. And I witnessed a young guy told his brother got arrested by the feds. Him and Jay was chopping up the so-forth swarm, right there in front of you, right? People were just coming to him. And he was like, hey, we're going to talk to the so-forth swarm. So they're trying to actually look at people's cases and try to direct them and putting boots on the ground. When you feed, when you are trying to help people legally, you know what I'm saying? I can say it personally. I've been helping people legal for so long. I just help a young man out right now. Cool, you have a good chance of giving all his time back, right? And I personally have worked on his case and showing him how to get a lawyer and so forth, so on. Putting boots on the ground is what we do every day in our life that we don't know, right? But it be among family and friends. But my thing is, we have to understand when we do that, they have meaning, right? But especially when you go abroad and deal with the black community, right? Not just your family or friends, but people you don't even know. And just say, well, hey, I believe or I know what they're talking about is right, because like I told you the other day, we share the same common problems, same issues. We share all this and we are divisive on some of the main things. But GMJ, which I'm dropping an interview today, when he said that he's attacking everything. He's not just focusing on just one thing. Because I want to know specifically what NFAC on channeling energy at in the black community. He said, nah, we're going to do 5, 6, 7, 8 things at one time. So they got some things going on, including Major as well, myself, Major TV, and what have you. He asked me humbly to become a part. I said, cool. I just let them know I have businesses, I'm busy and what have you. But I'll make it my business for my people, right? For my people, I will do this. But put boots on the ground is just putting people before you. Putting yourself last and putting people first. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand the law of nature's law of preservation is self-preservation, the law of nature. You gotta take care of you. I'm not saying I don't do that. But sometimes you gotta know how to put somebody else in front of you. Humbly. Understanding that it's no me, it's no me without we. You know what I'm saying? It's no me without we. We have to keep that in mind. Only I'm saying is you can't try to take your individual success and say you can speak for the black community abroad or as a whole. We need collective success. And if success is meaningless, long-term wise, for the community, when your community is suffering. Which you see, the elder and I came out here and did, I come out my truck driving 9 hours. I could have did anything I want to do this weekend. The elder. Y'all know much about him? This brother's doing some things with the little ones as well. Could have been doing anything, but we got together and we came out, drove almost, we could say 7 hours out here, right? Just putting boots on the ground. It's not about money. Appreciate donations, appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. I know, like I was telling him, I don't know if you know, but it's an African way of life that when someone give you a gift, you don't refuse an insult. You have to accept that gift. That's why I kept Super Chat open, Cash Square, PayPal, because I understand that some of us are not able to move around like that. Some of us not in a position to do the things that we may be doing, but they may want to show a token of appreciation and unity for the same thing of healing, helping the community grow. So I accept gifts and donations. But as you already know, I don't be asking. I don't throw it out there. That's last to me, right? You know I work, you know I have a company, you know I'm doing things, right? But I do have a life so forsworn. But I understand when I do get a donation, a gift, I'm grateful. And I have been getting that every so often, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a big channel, and I'm just a simple person, simple black man that care and want to see our community thrive. For too long I seen we suffer. For too long I seen we go through things and we don't even know how to figure it out. And even if we have an answer, we don't know how to move on it because why? The power that be quickly smothers us out, suppress us, do us bad. But for me, it's just a blessing. It's a blessing to say today, I'm with the elder. It's a blessing to say this weekend, we're with Jim J. We're with beautiful black people, not just NFAC. I say beautiful black people. Putting boots on the ground don't mean you have to necessarily talk about it. It's something you do is already in you. We have to step from out of fear, from out of doubt, out of worry. We put all kind of energy on money and all this other stuff and forget the most important thing, to free your spirit and your mind. Everything else come afterwards. You free your spirit, free your mind, your body gonna fall with it. Even if they can put you in bondage, they can't put chains in your spirit and your mind. Our people need us to demonstrate through actions our love, our support, our positive vibrations. Too many times, places we go, black people are very disrespectful toward black people in places of businesses. In everyday interaction, we have to reverse that. But I just want to send positive vibrations to everybody, let y'all know one thing. Putting boots on the ground just means doing something for the people. You can be helping your mom, you can be helping your sister, your brother, helping a family and friend. And other people also need help. Platforms like MajorTV you can create. Non-profits you can create. You can do your own thing if you really want to. But do what you think is comfortable and suitable for you. Because it's imperative that we don't talk as much without demonstrating what needs to be done. When I go on YouTube, it's so toxic to the point where even some of the good channels get caught up in all the toxicity and things that's not as healthy. And then when you see the attack on other black people and people just, and what tripped me out is people get on social media and talk noise all the time without really truly putting boots on the ground, without really truly trying to make a difference. That's why when I say hashtag turn into action, hashtag each one teach one, it's more about the action than just the words. Only the words do is corroborate the actions, vice versa. Actions corroborate the words. When you're just talking, you're not demonstrating, you just be a person with good intentions. You just be a person with good words. Just be a person that have an idea, may know what you're talking about. But people could never see in your actions the manifestation of what you're talking about. Each one of you all in the chat, satellite is illuminating, the rays emitting from the elder onto the screen. That's how our spirit, and that's how we should be. Everything in our life, among our people, the community, and abroad, the world. We should never let darkness overtake us to the point where we can't see the light. Because there will be ebbs and flows in our lives. We will see a little darkness. But you always bring back the light. Because they said, after the rain, come what? The sunshine. And I would appreciate that you all like this video and share it. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm dropping content a lot. Today we're going to see Jay do Factual Feelings at a church. We've been invited. We don't have a whole lot of time. We just want to come in and just talk with y'all about boots on the ground, because there have been people that criticize what Jim J was doing NFAC, put boots on the ground, but these people never been in formation. I've been in formation. You have people criticizing Jay, have never sit down and talk with him. And you may know people in your community that's doing a good thing, but people talking bad about him or about her. Why is that? Because we taught to what? Hate on each other. We taught to despise each other. We taught to talk down on each other. We taught to hate each other. Where that come from? Everybody's saying, what is this syndrome? Where that come from? That comes from a very dark place. A very dark place. The powers that be did a great job on us because you know why? All our wisdom, all our greatness, all our success, all the money we accumulate, what we do, we give it right back to them. We don't know how to keep in our community. We don't know how to not fight with each other. We don't know how to truly compliment each other. We don't know how to say, I love you, sister, I love you, brother. We don't know how to do that. With sincerity, unconditional love. Putting boots on the ground just means doing your part. And I want to salute to every sister and brother that's doing their part. It's not how much you do. It's not how big you get. It's all about just doing your part and showing black people you love them, you care about them. Like I told y'all, when I first started my channel, I still do this right now today. People being from me shopping, I pay for everything. That's just me. I do that, right? We have to learn how to put actions behind our words. We have to learn how to show black people, not tell them, I love you. And every time I did it, I mean, I get some of the most beautiful responses. And I know it's from the Most High, right? The Most High telling me thank you for what I did for the sister and brother I helped. I donate a lot. And I love doing it. You know why? Because when you give in one fold, the Most High gonna bless you 2, 3, 4 fold. See, we understand to receive, we have to give first. And a lot of times we want to constantly receive. You have to know how to give. Because you know why? When you don't put value on the materialistic stuff, you get so much blessings. Because you're balanced. Because you understand. And it's not about you. It's about the spirit that dwells in you. The spirit of righteousness. The spirit of love. And spirit have a humanitarian mindset, period. But also understanding that you at war and you've been attacked. And you have to make sure you and yours are right. It's the small things, not the big. It's always the small things we have to focus on. Because see, the big things, you already know the big things, the small things, the little details we don't see. Tell each other thank you. Tell each other I love you. Having kind words. Knowing how to have a good conversation without the profanity, without the extra stuff. Without always use the N-word. Just being a good person. Especially for yourself. See, I always tell people personality, character matters. When you say and do things that's not good, it's a bad reflection on you. And people do it to misjudge you. But when you say and do good things, people tend to admire you, compliment you, even want to help you and work with you. Or might want to be like you. So I'm gonna let the elder come in and share some words. I just wanted to let y'all know my own meaning of putting boots on the ground.
Good day. Top of the day. Top of the day, everyone. Once again, love is lovely and war is very ugly. Putting boots on the ground is also like you're in class and roll is being called and your name is heard and there's a voice that follows your name that says present. Some names are called and no voice is heard saying present. So the silence means that individual is absent. Putting boots on the ground is also, in reference to that analogy, is also meaning that you're alive. You're acknowledging that you're alive and that you are present in your life, in your living, and your energy. And that energy is present and ready to build upon itself for the betterment of itself and its brothers and sisters likewise. Putting boots on the ground is an acknowledgement of life. When we do not acknowledge the life, then we fall short of the glory of this life. Putting boots on the ground is like the blood that runs through your veins. The blood of the body is the nectar of God. We drink it every day when we eat food, when we drink juice, when we eat our vegetables and we eat our fruits. We're building the nectar of God, the blood in the body. When we breathe in and breathe out, we're building the nectar of God. We're putting boots on the ground when we breathe in and out. And it's ungrateful when we see wrongs in the world and we do not stand up for life. Because all there is around us is death. They preach it every day. How many people is dying? Oh, the next ground zero for the pandemic is so-and-so. And oh, so every day of our life, we wake up and rise up and stand up and there's death all around us. In some countries, it is so terrible that every day is bombs dropping. Every day is bodies. You walking to go to get some food at the store and you see a body in the street. Putting boots on the ground means you are standing up and you're recognizing life in the street. That life is there. So that death can take an express ticket out of your community, an express ticket off of this planet, off of this earth. When there's no boots on the ground, then death rules and death reigns, and misery and hopelessness takes its place. Boots on the ground is just a code word for get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up for justice. Get up, stand up for family. Get up, stand up for woman. Get up, stand up for man. Get up, stand up for your sons and daughters. Get up, stand up for your creator, your God, your king of the universe, the bringer of the bread of life from out of the earth. All bread comes from out of the earth. There's nothing that does not come out of the earth. And being that we're upon the earth, we will give reverence to the earth and all of its abundance and all of its bounty. We don't take delight in booty. Because if we take delight in booty, then we are savages ravaging and taking what does not belong to us. They call it spoils of war. Another term for it is booty. We don't need that. We don't need booty. And war spoils everything. There's no joy in the spoils of war because there's more death than spoils. Human life is precious. All life is precious. Universal life. All life is precious. And as humans, we ought to know better. So putting boots on the ground is defending the life that courses through your veins, that you breathe in and out of your nostrils, that makes you a living soul. And it's always, and it's here forever. It's never going to go away. Love is here to stay. La la la, la la la, la la la. Love is here to stay. 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 So there's no reason for us to fuss and fight. That's not right. For love is here to stay. Just like the birds that fly in the air, love is here to stay. That's what I say. Love is here to stay. And like the fish that swims the oceans, love will never go away, come what may. For love is here to stay. Yeah, love is here to stay. Jah gave I love so that I can live in this creation as one. Don't you do no wrong. Jah gave I love so that I can live and be one. Yeah, love is here to stay. Yeah. Ooh, love is here to stay. La 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 la. La 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 la. Love is here to stay. So, boots on the ground. Take your life into your own hands. The kingdom of heaven is not at hand, but it is in our hands. Love the life you live and live the life you love. And never be in a hurry to do anything. Haste makes waste, and a stitch in time saves 9. Give me that good old religion. It's good enough for me. And what is that religion? The loving of life, because life loves us all. It's not what church you go to or mosque you go to or what denomination you belong to. If you're a Buddhist, what Buddhist are you? If you're a Hindu, what Hindu are you? It doesn't matter. Life and the love of life is a true religion. And that is something all of us can do without reservation. Walk the walk and talk the talk. When you get up from praying, then you make move towards your prayers. Prayer is not just something you ask for, but prayer is something you move towards. Every step you take is a prayer you make. Every breath you take and give out is a prayer in action. Turn words to action. That's the major point. That's the major point. So, we live the life we love and love the life we live. Live and let live. That's the rule of life. Oh, you want to live, but you won't let somebody else live. How you going to give one people a state and give the next people no state? And you think that's going to bring peace? If you truly want peace, you will do to the left side what you do to the right side.
These are the top results.
When you see these nations, they talk about, oh, yes, I'm going to give Israel a state, and Israel is going to have a state. But the Palestinian and the Lebanese people have no state. Oh, how you expect to have peace in the region? How you expect to have peace? If a man has 3 wives and he showers one wife with dresses and jewelry, but the other 2 wives, he ignores them. He gives them some pieces and, leftovers from the first wife. How is he going to have a peaceful relationship that's going to benefit the progeny of himself? How is he going to do that? If you have 3 children, how are you going to shower one child with your favorite, as they say? Are you going to shower one child with your love, but the other children you give them crumbs of your love? See, math is real. Algebra is real. What you do to one side of the equation, you must do to the other side of the equation. Life is based on balance and reciprocity. Boots on the ground shows that you are in balance, that your vortexes within your body and your mind and your soul is spinning at the right rate of speed. That's why little children can turn and spin around in circles and stop and no fall, because their inner vortex is already spinning at a rate that is equal and balanced to the life around them. But let an older individual, a young adult, a person of 30 and 40, spin around in a circle 15 times and stop. They'll fall and hit the ground. That means their vortexes are not, the inner vortex is not spinning at the right speed. So when the outer body does it, it becomes a throw off experience. You get dizzy, you fall down. Many of us tried it. We all remember when we were children, we like to spin around. It's like a fun thing. So boots on the ground just means come together, stand up, represent the love in your life, represent the life in your love. Good intentions is good to have. Intentions is always good intention, because good intention leads to good action. But intentions without actions means nothing. You have to stand up. You have to stand up and fear not. Do not be afraid of what may happen because you stand up. Be who you are and be no one else. So this is what we have to say. We have to say this day. Always love to everybody. Always love. And remember, the truth is something that we speak. Speak the truth. Speak it ever. Cause it what it will. Speak the truth. Speak it ever. Cause it what it will. Do not be afraid to speak the truth. The truth as one say, it doesn't set you free, but it sheds light on the devil. It sheds light on the falsehood. And the more light we see, the more truth we see. The more light we receive, the more truth we see. And the more life we receive is the more we are free. So let us love one another without regards. In other words, an unconditional love. You even love those that even hate you. You can love them. You don't have to get in bed with them. You don't have to get into their thing and allow them to get into your thing, because you know they hate you. They don't love you. But that don't stop you from loving them, because all you have is love. All of us have is love. All we have is love. So don't be afraid to love, even your enemy. So if your enemy come to do you harm, and you strike your enemy down, and you take the life of your enemy, you're doing that with love. You're doing that with love. You don't want to kill your enemy with hate, because your enemy hates you. You don't want to use the same thing to kill your enemy. You kill hate with love. I'm talking both figuratively and I'm talking actually.
I'm sorry about that, y'all. I ain't gonna kill nobody with love.
I'm gonna kill him with love. No, I mean, you may have a sword in your hand.
I understand what he's saying, but I don't know where he coming from. But goddamn, when I'm mad, I ain't thinking about loving you.
Yeah, but you got to be mad with love.
You
got to take out your enemy with the love that you have for your enemy, but it's a greater love for yourself. So when the enemy come for you to destroy you physically, you're not going to defend yourself because, oh, I'm filled with rage because this enemy comes to destroy me. My boots are on the ground. That means I'm fully in love. I love myself so much that I will destroy my enemy. But I love my enemy. That's why I have to take my enemy out. Because my enemy is no good for himself or herself, and no good for me, or no good for anybody. Anyone that seeks to destroy the life of another man is breaking the law of life, which is live and let live.
I think I get what you're saying, but I don't totally agree with it. I feel
you don't agree with it, buddy. Because we're so used to destroying things with hate and with anger and with rage. And then all that is okay, but if one wants to pursue that road, because life is so beautiful. If one wants to hate, one is free to hate. If one wants to destroy, it's free to destroy. But we all have the right to defend ourselves. This is what the NFAC was saying when they stood up and made these different positions and different formations. It was saying we don't hate anyone, but we are prepared to defend ourselves because we love ourselves to that degree. But we don't hate those who hate us because we have no time for hate. And I'm not speaking as an NFAC member because I'm not an NFAC member. I'm just a black man standing, a black man with boots on the ground, a black man who loves his life, a copper tone, a brown, earth tone. We come in all forms. If you will find clay of the earth in all forms. So, this is what we're saying. We have to take love as a for real reality, because it is, just as hate is. We can point to people that hate, but how many people can you point to that love? Because that is not what the world promotes. The world doesn't promote that we should love one another. But the very dogma, the book, the scriptures that they read tells them. The main figure in the book that they read tells them, love ye one another and love the Lord thy God with all their heart and all their soul, with all everything. But when you look into the world in which this is being preached, all they promote is hate, envy, covetousness, unrighteousness, bad behavior, woke mentalities, psychological dysfunction.
Let me add something, though. I have to clarify that.
Sure.
And you can kill I don't agree with that, but I'm just gonna give my point why I don't.
Mm-hmm.
There is times when I had situations in my life when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
when I brought the business,
Mm-hmm.
because somebody can't mess with me,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate them. You know what I'm saying? I just did what I did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times it's not even an emotion sometimes. You know, it's just a reaction, probably with some emotions, but
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like if you fighting off an enemy,
Mm-hmm.
you just doing normally what you would do in the habitat, whereas survival of the fittest.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we dealing with, survival of the fittest.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, you know, a lot of what he's saying and a lot that was going on help, in my opinion, people confused. To me, because we use the word love too loosely.
Mm-hmm.
There's time for love, time for hate,
Mm-hmm.
time for war, time for peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta realize we saw out of balance that while African ancient days was so spiritual and so good and blah blah, while the Greeks and Romans, they was thinking about surviving, and when they was going over the Nile Valley and they was going through that trading, their sin was going on. They sin the spirit of them, and you know they were savages, right? So when they went over there, they came with that brute force, right? And did what they did for years. And what I'm trying to say is, had Africa had some kind of real balance, understand, well, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's good to be spiritual and good, but it's gonna be time we gotta really put the whack down because of the love thing, right? Because of being caring, just how we are today. So much can happen. So I don't mean to throw the vibrations off, but I just have to be real because I'm just like this. I'm not saying hate nobody. I always say I love people, I hate nobody. I believe all of us can possess love when we understand what love is. And love has its place. Even relationship has its place. And I'm gonna close on that note of the brother. You know, that's all I want to say. I don't mean to just go.